So T1 went on the red side last time. So bans could be the same. We'll see how they change up. Now we should see a Lee Sin ban here, followed by a Zeri ban if they are the same. Jace ban instead. Interesting. We still could see those rotations happening as well. Just a little bit as T1 continues down that path. Ban the Zeri. Banning the Caitlyn. Banning the Karma. Karma is a rough ban because you can kind of scale over top of it. But T1 are electing to ban it because GenG first picked it last time. Yeah, we're pretty comfortable with it. Be interested to see if this is a Lee Sin ban. It is not. So either this would be a first pick Lee Sin, as it is, which is good against the Volibear, but Jinx is on the table, so I think Jinx will be picked up here, unless they opt for the Aphelios instead. Look for global pressure in the Rise. TF notably is taken off the table if it scratches that similar itch. And they do pick up the Jinx. Notably with the Jinx, that Leona pick I think is going to probably come through because it's really good at locking the Lee Sin down, and it's really good comboing with Jinx traps. The Victor matchup into Rise looked pretty good. I'd be interested to opt into that, but instead they go for the Ahri. Ahri was banned last rotation or last game, probably in the spot where the Jace was, but the Caitlyn or the Jace was a Lee Sin, and the Caitlyn ban was a Ahri. I wonder if they opt to pick AD carry here before they pinch on bot side. Be interesting if they opt for the Aphelios, Jhin, the Xayah even. Xayah, cool. Leona. Just pick Leona here. Oh, okay, well, pick a Nautilus. I really do not like Nautilus, but Nautilus is pretty good into Xayah, who has a very vulnerable window to exploit before she can hit level 6. So we'll see if Xayah can get punished in that lane. Rakan banned away from the Xayah. Wonder if they also elect to ban the Leona as well. Renekton taken off the table for T1. It's a good spot to start. Wonder if they also look to ban away the Tryndamere as they did last game. Renata's banned, which is kind of interesting. It's a pretty good pick into the Nautilus, but there's a lot of other picks that are pretty good into the Nautilus as well. I think you play Lulu, you can play Leona. Set even works into the Nautilus. It's kind of interesting. Ban the Camille. GenG should ban the Camille here. Kennen is banned. So if T1 aren't bold enough to pick this and they pick jungle here, GenG can respond with... No, they can't go Galio, but they could go Camille at some point. Wow. This Diana pick is kind of bold. It's really good at contesting the Xayah early, but AP mid and AP jungle is interesting to say the least. You could even maybe cast it into Rise Diana, but they like to go for the Akali instead. They go for the Alistar into the Nautilus, so they got a couple level on the Alistar, and Nautilus will kind of fade to obscurity. And they need to pick their top laner here. Kind of picking the Akali. Some sort of hull breaker top here would be really, really good. Because ew, that's actually really bad. I think hull breaker top is really, really good into the Kali. Um, I don't know who you would go though. I'm trying to think of picks that are aggressive enough to and that can also fit the hull breaker on top of. I don't know. Probably just the Gnar, right? Does Gnar get Gnar kind of gets shafted by Kali though? It's hard to say, but whenever I see AP tops like this, I think it's a green light for Hullbreaker. I think Hullbreaker, if anything, bolts the meta, so it's really hard to pick the AP soul lanes top and mid with a AD jungler. So it's something that GenG opted into, and T1 decided maybe not to exploit. But I guess we'll see though, as another interesting jab comes off the heels of game one. So.